David, in the story in 1 Samuel, Saul's persecuting him. Saul's out to kill him. Saul has lied about him and accused him of being a traitor and all those things. And when David twice has Saul in a vulnerable position, what does David do? David says, "Far be it from me to raise my hand against the Lord's anointed." Now, was Saul wicked? Yes. He was wicked, but he was the Lord's anointed. And David respected the office of the Lord's anointed. I said, now let me give you this. Did David ever, as a king, make any mistakes? It was the Bathsheba thing, killing Uriah, a few little scandals there, right? But if you left Israel, you left the people of God. There was many bad kings. Ahaz, and many. And yet, it was still the anointed people of God. Israel was still God's people. Even if there was bad kings, bad leaders, bad officials, it was still the people of God. And so you can't say that just because there's bad popes or bad priests, that this proves that this can't be the body of Christ, that this proves this isn't the people of God. No, on the contrary, it proves this is the people of God. Jesus told the parable about the kingdom. He said it's like a man who goes and sows good seed in his field, and his enemy sows bad. And then as they begin to grow up, there's the weeds and the wheat. Augustine talked about this during the Donatist crisis. And the Donatists wanted all the church officials to be pure and perfect. And they broke away when they found that there was a bad priest who had, during one of the persecutions, renounced the faith. And then he'd come back. And they didn't want somebody who had failed. They wanted a perfect, pure church. And Augustine said, Christ promised us nothing of that. That the weeds and the wheat would be intermixed. Indeed, even in Jesus' own hand-picked 12, one would betray him, Judas. Jesus had his Judases. We will always have our Judases. But we still have the church. It's sinners and saints until the eschaton. Then God will separate at the end of time the wheat from the chaff, the goats from the sheep. But far be it from us to claim that time has come and to claim that we're the ones to do the separating and the winnowing. That is vital for understanding the nature of the church.